Section of our training, I'm going to show you how to customize the MetaTrader 4 platform for custom indicators in particular, and you can use this technique for other custom tools for MetaTrader 4. If you haven't looked at the previous training that I did on how to customize tools and how to make the most of all the drawing tools that you have in MetaTrader 4, please do go back and check out that training. Also, just to point out that this is going to bring our training on MT4 to a close. Next up, our training is going to start a series on trading price action technical analysis techniques. If you want to be part of that training, then please make sure that you hit the subscription option for our channel, and also just change your notification settings to make sure that you get notified when the new training comes out. It is not going to be around forever, so please make sure you do that. Also, I'm going to be showing you some unique tools that you can use in MT4 today. If you'd like to get a copy of these custom tools, then you just need to drop us an email at support@gptacademy.com. There's the email address. And also, if you want to know a little bit more about what we do at the Academy, then you're welcome to go check out our website. We have got over 30 years of professional trading experience behind us. And if you want to learn how to be successful in these markets, there's nowhere better to be. All right, so let's jump into this. How to customize MT4 for custom indicators and tools. Well, first of all, you need to actually have them. So I presume that you do have a custom tool that you want to install. For instance, we've got some indicators that do not come standard with MetaTrader 4. The one thing about MT4 is that you can download thousands of different tools and indicators from the internet for free. Most of them aren't really worth your time and effort, that is for certain. But some of them are. Now, one of the tools that we do like using, as you know, for those of you who've done some of our training, are the Donchian channels. We've got an enhanced version of Donchian channels using HDC channels. But if you wanted to have the standard Donchian channel installed on your MT4 platform, then there it is. That's one of them. Another indicator we like to use is a 55 EMA. But we like to be able to see the higher time frame EMAs on the lower time frames. And this custom indicator allows you to do that. Likewise, with intraday pivot levels, for those folks who are trading on the lower time frames, you need to see what your intraday pivot levels are. So you need to have an indicator for that. And then finally, in order to be able to overcome one of the bigger challenges in risk management in trading, in your trading, you need to be able to correctly calculate the position size for each and every single trade. Now, that can be quite a risky or tedious process, certainly if you're using one of the free tools available on the internet. And if you're working it out manually, certainly human error can creep in there as well. We have a very powerful position size calculator that does 99% of the work for you. And when combined with the PSC Trader tool, you can place your orders or trades using a single stroke of a hotkey. So I'm going to show you exactly how that works as we go through this video. First of all, in order to install these, you need to know where to put them in your MT4 platform. To do that, you go to File, go down to Open Data Folder, click on that, and that will open a Windows browser window for you. There we go. I'm just going to move it across to the right. As I mentioned, you already need to have your tools that you want to install available, and I've got them here in a separate Windows folder. Now, where do you install them? Once you have opened the, as I said, you're going to File, Open Data Folder, it will bring up this window. You then need to go into the MQL4 folder, and you'll notice that inside the MQL4 folder, we have an indicators folder. So if you are installing an indicator, this is where it goes. Now, of these 5, 4 of them are in fact indicators. And I want to copy those. I'm just doing Control-C. And I'm going to paste them into the indicators folder. So there you can see Donchian channel, Ks55 EMAs, the pivots and the position size calculator have all been pasted into that. The last one that I need to install is a script, in fact, for the PSC trader. So instead of putting that into the indicators, we go down to scripts. I'm going to just double click on that, and I'm going to copy and paste it into there. Right, now the last thing you need to do in order for this to work is you need to close down your platform and open it up again. So just restart your MT4 platform. Now restart it. So to go and check those out and be able to use them, I'm just going to click on the indicators button on the toolbar. They're all custom indicators, so we need to go down to the custom menu item, and there you'll see there's Donchian channel, case 55 EMAs, the pivots, and the position size calculator. So that's pretty much it. So in order to be able to apply those, you just do exactly the same with any other. So let's have a look quickly at the case 55 EMAs. You just click OK on any of this. You can change colors to your heart's content. Now you can see on this daily time frame that we've not only got the daily 55, we've got the weekly 55 as well. And a little bit further, that's it. It only goes to the weekly. So if we go down to the H4 time frame, you'll notice that we've got H4, daily and weekly almost in confluence, and so on and so forth. So all the way down to the 1 minute chart. So for those folks who like trading using the dynamic support resistance levels being offered by the 50 and 55 EMAs, this generally is a very useful tool. Let's have a look at what it looks like with on the 5 minute chart, and then also go to apply our daily pivots. All the same. We've got several lines showing over here, not only the 55 EMAs, but the pivots as well. However, I'm not that fussed with having all of these indicators on my screen. So to get rid of any of them, you can just right click anywhere on the chart and go down to indicators list. And if I wanted to get rid of, say, the pivots and the case 55 EMAs, I just delete them and we're back to where we were. Now, what about the position size calculator? That's really the most powerful of all of these. So again, going to custom and hitting position size calculator, just click OK, and you'll then have applied this to this particular chart. Now, bear in mind that as with all indicators, it gets applied to a particular chart. So if I was to navigate away from this chart, then it's not going to be there. So it's a particular chart that I've applied it to where you will find it. Now, you'll notice that instead of having to do all the calculations, it does everything for you, but you do need to input the trade levels. Now, if you were doing a market execution, of course, that is being updated real time for you. But if I wanted to, for instance, go long here with a market execution, but wanted to have my stop level below the previous swing low here, and to get that exact number, I'm just going to open up the data window, position my mouse pointer over it, and you will see that the low of that candle is 1.18194. So I'm just going to change that to 1.18194. And you will notice that this horizontal green line, which represents the stop level that we're going to be using, has positioned itself exactly where we want it to be. Now, let's say we wanted to target the 1.1850 level. Well, then I just need to input that into my take profit. Helps to make sure that we have the level visible on the chart. There it is, a little bit higher up, but you'll see a horizontal yellow line visible there as well. If you wanted to change the colors of these lines, then you can customize this as well when you fire up the indicator. Right, now the next thing I need to do is simply input the risk, the percentage of my account that I'm looking to risk, which by default is input as 1%. Now, if I'm happy to risk 1% on this trade, then the position size calculator will work out the position size for me and you'll notice that where it says risk percentage, it also shows me the amount that I'm actually risking over here, as well as the amount that I stand to make based on where my take profit is. But if I was to place the trade here, it would automatically use the appropriate position size of 12.282 lots, which it has calculated automatically for us. Now, this number is a big problem for a lot of people when they're trading. As you know, when you go to new order, it brings up a trade ticket, and under volume, this number has to be input correctly. If you get this number wrong, you can very easily blow your account. So it is one of the most important things to get right in your trading is this particular number. Now, getting it right can be a challenge, absolutely, as I'm sure anyone who's been trading for any amount of time will know, but not with this position size calculator. What makes it even easier is if you use this position size calculator in conjunction with the trade placer, which I am going to show you next. Now, we already installed it, and therefore it is under script. And you can see if you go to scripts, there it is. Now, you're not going to need to do this again, but I just want to show you how to customize it quickly. So the PSC trader allows you to place orders and trades using a single hotkey keystroke. So I want to set the hotkey. So I'm scrolling down to set hotkey. Here it is, PSC trader. We've got nothing set at the moment. I like to use Control P, but you can obviously use anything that you like. So I'm setting it to Control P. So let's just say set and close. The other thing that you need to have in order for this to work for you is you must have auto trading selected here on the top. It is a auto trading function. I'm just going to close that down for now. What I'm also going to do is change this from an instant trade to a market execution. I want to use let's say a stop order, a buy stop order when price hits the 1.1830 level. So in order to do that, now I can change this to 1.18. To highlight that, 300, and you will notice that the horizontal blue line is actually now moved to that level. When the ask line comes up and touches that level, the trade will execute. But for now, we haven't yet placed an order. So I'm going to, first of all, hide these lines, and then what I'm going to do is simply hit Control P, and there it is. There is your trade, your order immediately. All I did was hit Control P and it's in place. It's as simple as that. It makes your trading much safer. It reduces the risk of human error dramatically and ensures that you are using exactly the right position size every single trade. Well, I can show lines and you'll see it's exactly on those positions. Now, if I wanted to delete that, as always, all I need to do is select the trade, hit the delete button, and it is gone. So just before that gets executed, and Bob's your uncle. Right, so that is how you install the GoPro Trading Academy's position size calculator, as well as the trade placer, as an example of how to install any custom indicator or tool. As I mentioned before, there is a lot that you can download from the internet for free. Unfortunately, most of it is not much use at all. Again, if you'd like to get a copy of any of these, you're welcome to have them for free. Please just send us an email once again at support@gptacademy.com. And as always, you're welcome to check us out in more detail at the GoPro Trading Academy's home webpage. All right, folks. So again, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you found any value in this, please do share it with others as well. I really recommend that if you get value from our training, that you subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to that notifications bell and make sure that you select the option where you get notified when all of our new training comes up. All right, folks. So that's it from me for today. Any questions for me, please do pop them into the comments below this, and I will answer each one of them individually. Have a great day trading further, folks. Bye for now.